Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Buffalo Bills. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play. To the air, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence, a short throw to Musgrave. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They quickly out wide. This is Watson. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
High tries the crossing route and hits Watson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Watson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's out wide here for Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This 2nd and 4. Now Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Shreds the tackle, and he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Allen going to change the look here. Looking to throw. Allen. Flushed out. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go play action with Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last word.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. That's and caught it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Oh, look at the juke. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Bijan Robinson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter.
Let's go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
11. Hey, I'm gun.
Here's Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a game drive. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. On play action, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Allen going to run the draw. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Think right. Go, go. Silver.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Recovered by the offense.
Take right open. Easy. 30 left.
Lawrence will throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, hold. Gun.
To the air, Allen. Steps away to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Back to throw. Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That one deep for London. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 2nd down, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson. As the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense. He comes up with the interception there. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne from 6 yards away. And the Jags are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
The 35-yard line. Brings up third down.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Half 85. What's that?
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up second and 4. At the 39-yard
Second down and a run by Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Throwing is Allen on third. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 43 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Red on red.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Right open.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, first and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
On second down, here's Lawrence.
at the 30-yard line.
He finds Watson. It's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here we go.
On first down, Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now Lawrence on first down. He'll get that underneath ETN. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
ETN fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now Lawrence changing the play. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Jaguars 35.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Alert, alert, alert! Alert! What's that?
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Throwing on first down is Allen. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Robinson up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And now to Common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hey, Jim.
Again, it's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, kill! Go!
On third down, Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence. Past the 20. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown. Christian Kirk with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Take right open.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
Clock.
It's caught at the 1, and he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing, Allen. Robinson with another carry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He gets this complete to Diggs. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Bills first down.
To throw is Allen. Forced out to his left.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. This is 1st and 10.
Alert!
Here's Allen. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the fourth quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
There's Robinson showing the flash.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now Allen on third down, Robinson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got the first down and more than that. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and goal at the 40-yard line.
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line. And he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.